Ralph. I'm a local GP. I'm a local GP, and moved here with my family from the United States 3 years ago. We were here 4 years ago, and then we went back to America for a year, and we realized that living up here was really special. And my job of taking care of patients here wasn't interfered with insurance companies or health insurance companies or pharmaceutical companies. And I really liked that. That's why we came back. I'm not a great public speaker, but the reason why I stood up was because I'm so disgusted with what I see going on in New Zealand. And it's so reminiscent of what happened in the United States 20, 30 years ago. Under Reagan, there was massive deregulation of everything, which made the banks go crazy, start to speculate. They made a lot of money. It eventuated in the financial crisis in 2004. Fortunately, New Zealand was able to escape relatively unscathed. What's been going on in America since then is a growing awareness that politicians don't actually stand for the people anymore. They stand for themselves. Becoming a politician in the United States, in Washington, you go in with a net worth of maybe $100,000 and you come out with a net worth of close to $2 to $5 million. It's because you start to align with corporations. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. You could be Republican, you could be Democrat. Fortunately, at the moment, there's somebody who is an independent. His name's Bernie Sanders. The guy's the first real person I've ever seen in my life who seems real and in touch with everyday people, who's running for president. And God hopes that people turn out and vote and get the clowns out of office. My first contact with the TPPA was about 4 years ago when we were here for the first time. We were talking about it at a peer review meeting with all the local GPs. And one of the things that came out was the disbandment of Farm Act. Now, as Kiwis, one thing that we do enjoy, we might not realize it, is the price of prescription drugs. $3, $5 per month supply of tablets when you really need them is nothing. It really is nothing. In the United States, patients have to choose constantly between whether or not they heat their homes, put food on the table, or get their prescription drugs. And it's a problem. You got people who live in northern climates where it snows and it's below zero for months on end. They can't heat their homes. They're trying to heat their homes with wood burners and it's 30 below zero. But they're taking their prescription medications. I wrote a letter to John Key at that time explaining to him that I was an American physician, volunteered to come work in New Zealand and enjoying it and seeing what was happening. And I didn't like the fact that he was going to let Big Pharma in here and start to control prices of drugs and tell us what we could prescribe, what we couldn't prescribe. It was too reminiscent of what I experienced in the U.S. I never got a response. All I can tell you is now, the most important thing for us is to educate everybody. There's so many people who are uninformed about the TPPA or what it is. In my clinic on a daily basis, I'm talking about it with my patients, and I know you're not supposed to mix politics with health, but here politics do mix with health. It'll directly impact the health of everybody, okay? You think health costs are, some people might struggle with health costs now. You haven't seen anything, honestly. People need to stick up. They need to stand up. This whole British mantra about keep calm, carry on, I'm sorry, it's fucking bullshit, all right? And we need to start standing up like they do in places like France, okay? Not just sit here, send a message on Facebook, okay? Talk about it. We need to get out. I don't advocate violence, but something needs to be done in order to get people's attention, okay? We have to burn some tires, then let's burn some tires. All right? But the most important thing, guys, is you have to educate everybody you know, friends, whānau, family, everybody, about what this is and what it means. It means corporate control of your lives. You don't really know what that's like yet. In America, people feel it every single day. Doctors who are trying to practice in the office, they can't prescribe any medication they want. They have to figure out, well, is it covered by your insurance company? Well, it was last month, but they changed their formulary, so it's not covered anymore. That's just one of the many things. They'll try to say, oh, you know, you don't have the latest medications in New Zealand. You know, and that's not fair. Public's not, not being treated appropriately. That's hogwash, okay? We have appropriate medications. If we need a medication to lower cholesterol, one tablet is enough. You do not need 50 different kinds of medications to lower cholesterol like they do in the States. But better diet, it's another thing. The corporate food industry, I can tell you, there's only about 3 corporations in the entire world that control our food. Up here we're lucky we can grow a lot of our own food. Okay? So anyway, I'm just going to sum it up. And the bottom line is, guys, the bottom line is you've got to educate your friends, family, and everybody about what our government is doing here. It's not in the interest of people at all whatsoever. You know?